Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a really good year playing. I'm going to do a year in review later um, for my YouTube channel, but we're going to do the Alliance tournaments. As most of you saw, when it reset, none of us had the task. Um, I took a break, and about 2 o'clock, I checked it and saw that the tasks were finally back. So we're going to do some today. And the one that I chose to start out with, because I don't plan on spending any money on this event, is the Klingon one. And also, we have an event going on with the cube. So I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to do some cube stuff and the Klingon thing at the same time. So let me go find a system. Whoops, not the right one. Let me crew up first. I didn't mean to click on that. I got to crew up first. And the crew I'm going to use is my best PvE crew, which is going to be the Kirk brothers, E-Data, and there's my lower deck. I'll give you a chance to look at that. Okay. I'm going to use the jump ability so y'all don't have to sit here and look at this while it's flying. Okay, where is he at? So I'm trying to get the highest ones I can to charge the cube up as quickly as possible. On the way out of here, I may dock up here once I get my thing full. That takes 2 charges to get this thing done on those. I may go down one, but I'm going to try to clear this. The first thing on this right now is not that event. It is going to be the Tournament Alliance. So I'm going to hit the highest I can. Now, I could go a little bit higher and then have to deal with the hazards. I really don't want to. So the thing about that is you got to keep track on which one is the one that you zap. I think it's this one. Yeah. I gotta keep this up. Right. If y'all have anything to say in the chat, just say hello. I've got it up where I can see it now. But yeah, this morning was not happy on Discord or on my Alliance when we saw that there was no Alliance task. I wonder if they're going to put any compensation chests for that. You're already starting the new year great. Let's see what we got going here. Starting it great. With the main feature going on being broke. That's just wonderful. Nope, that's not the one I zapped. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Oh, I gotta do one more. Let's go and grab this one. I should get a full charge after I hit that one. Boom. You got to keep track on your cargo bay, because once it gets too full, it won't count. I mean, it'll count that wide, but you get double points with that cube event. Whatever you take back, dock back, and whatever you get there, the biggest points come when you dock back. So you got to be really aware of your cargo. One more. I think this is probably going to be the last one I can charge up. I'm going to go up and hit this 69. See, look how close I am on my cargo bay. So I bet I got one more in me. Let's see, make sure that one didn't disappear on. No, shoot. I hate that. Dang it. Make sure this one ain't it. Yeah, there it is. I thought it might have went off screen. You can do that, when especially you're not one-shotting them. Okay, I'm going to take this to, let's see, I'm trying to think, is there another higher space that doesn't have hazards? No, I don't think so. I think I'm stuck with this one. But what am going to do, I'm going to go ahead and fly it back here and port there. So I'm going to have to empty. And I can actually use that one too. Okay, one shot. I'll use that one for later. Let's see what we are for the, well, no, the event's going to be, here. Okay, how much do I got points? Three level highs, 21 apiece. Well, I hope you guys had a good holiday. I had to work. I work in an industry that your holidays fall on your day off. You get them off. If you don't, you don't. So I worked New Year's Eve. I went and got to saw my family on actual New Year's Day. We watched the Texas Longhorn game together and ate some fajitas, which was pretty good. But other than that, you know, but Wednesday night, or I guess Tuesday night, was my last night shift for a while. So I'm moving today, starting this Sunday. That's going to be different. It's going to change the way I play too, because normally I'm a night owl, and I'm going to have to start going to sleep earlier, especially on my days that I work. But I will say this last arc, I really didn't like it. I thought it was garbage. And it actually changed the way I'm playing now. Now I'm only going to participate in the arcs I think are worthwhile. I'm tired of them putting us out garbage, and we just go ahead and engage with it anyway. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I decided this last arc that just was not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to engage with garbage anymore. And let's do a quick repair. This is not the best way to do that. Right here for me, for where my cube is, this is the best system for it. But for the actual Alliance tournament thing, it would take me way too long to do that. I think the highest it comes in here is a 68s. And that doesn't help me too. Let's look at the thing again. Now, when I was lower, I could have finished this thing really easy because I always punch it way up higher than what my ops levels are. But that's the tricky thing on some of these grinding events, that they don't give you points unless you're punching up. You know, same level or lower level, you get. So the best thing I can do is hit at least 2 levels higher. So I need to hit 69s or at least 68s to get that 8 points so I can finish this task thing up faster. Now, there are 71s in up here. Let's see. I'll go up here and show you. I won't be able to do many up here because of the hazard, but what the heck. There's even a 71 in one of these systems I saw. I don't know if it was in the Klingon system. I went and explored these other planets and in the rest of them to see if there was any place you could port or station or anything, and they pretty much are the same. I mean, sometimes the resources or materials in them are different in the systems, but being able to station is usually the same. So there's really no place to station past this 67 right here that I found, at least. So we're gonna have to wait for it. I didn't want to waste a jump, deal that short to waste a jump, because you only get a few of those. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. Well, the song you're listening to is called War Cries. It's a song I made just for this. I don't know if some of you know, a lot of the music you hear on stuff is stuff that I made. So if you like it, tell me you do. If you don't, I do different stuff, But this one's called War Cries. It's a Star Trek Fleet Command bass song. The one thing I don't like is I can't hear it. And I could use one of my devices and use headphones, but it has a delay from what I'm saying and what you hear. There's probably like a 4 or 5 second delay that would kind of just screw with me while I'm trying to talk to you, so I don't use it. But yeah, I had to get me some Dr. Pepper. That is Spade's choice of drink. I really don't drink alcohol of any kind. But probably my only vice is that Dr. Pepper. Alright, let's see. We'll use the beam. I'm more about trying to finish the Alliance tournament than the event going on. I can always just go back and... It's because I got limited time I can... Really? That's all it gave me? Okay. There's a 69 up there. I don't have much left as far as... Yeah, I'm going to have to bail out. See, like I said, you can't stay up here long enough to make it effective. I usually have a 71 creeping around here, and I didn't see one up here right now. Alright, let's recall. I could just let it die. But it looks like I finished the Cut 'em Down event. Let's go to the events. Looks like I finished that. Of course, I updated these last night, and of course we have an event for it. A leaderboard event for it, of course. I guess it's probably in the cube. Yeah, Cut 'em Down. See, I haven't done a whole lot, and I'm already in 11th, but I will come revisit that later. I think I'm going to go back to the system where I was at, which I think it's right here. Yeah. I'm going to go back there as soon as I repair. I wish I could port there. Make things a little easier. I guess what I'm going to have to do is just ignore the event and try to get this Alliance thing done with. Or I could use a different ship and just go in there and crush them. What's in here? I saw it was mainly... Let's see. Nah, I don't want to use one of my. I don't want to burn the Sigma. we got an in-game announcement. We have rolled out the fix and brought the missing tats. We'll be sending out Alliance credits and emergency field rations and a compensation chest. You know what? You should be. I hope it's a good one, because I knew a lot of guys that were ready to play it, and in my alliance, we had a low turnout yesterday. It's going to hurt us. We only had 37 players do tasks yesterday, and some of them didn't do them all, so we're way down on the list. I think we're right on the verge of maybe not making it to the next level. Next time we might get relegated. And that's the thing that you've always heard. I don't like when they have mechanics that are based on the alliance, or you have to have multiple players involved. I don't like mechanics that make it to where I have to rely on some other person to make whether I do good or bad in the event. I just don't. I don't know why they keep doing it. I kind of know why they do it, because they listen to this whole community bullshit that some of these content creators put out. I don't do this game for community. I don't do it to make friends. I've got real friends in real life. This is a game. This is something I do for my enjoyment, and I don't care about anything else about it. I mean, to me, the worst aspect of these type of games is the alliance mechanism in them. I don't like them at all. I wish that there wasn't that. I wish it didn't exist in this game. I wish I could go as a solo player and not have to worry about. And you know what? I'm probably going to do that this year. I'm going to try to go as a solo player. I do it for a little bit because I get tired of all the alliance crap, listening to lower players whine about crap and all this stuff. I have to do it every once in a while just to keep my freaking sanity, because I just don't like the alliance setup at all. I'd rather play as a solo player and pick my friends and allies in the game, and that is that. Okay, I should have. Let's find one to zap. And like I said, I'm mostly focused on trying to hit as many higher ones in here where I can score for the event right now. I'm going to be worrying about the cube stuff later. I just pick in my cube because it's the cheapest repairs. Yeah, this was going to be time consuming. It's going to take me a little bit to finish this sucker off. I thought it was going to be easier than that, because I thought that the 69s were a little bit more prevalent in the system than they seem to be. Of course, when I need them to be, they're not. Let's see where I'm at now. Not quite halfway there. You can see this cube crushes these things. I'm going against the triangle even. I think this is the one I zapped. Yep. I got one more to hit before I can zap it. Yeah, I'm going to try to get a few, but once this cargo bay is full, I'm not going to worry about it at all. I really just need to get hit as many of these 69s as possible. Like I said, I wish there was a 70, but there's none without hazards. That's totally what I'd be focusing on, the 70s and the 71s in the game. But like I said, the hazards do more damage to my ship than the actual Yeah, I wish there would be more. I wish there were more 69s in this system. There's one down there I can go get. There's a couple 68s. So I'll hit those 68s and then get that 69. Yeah, I'm not quite halfway there yet. If I can get this thing real quick. Yeah, I hit him before it. All right, let's do it now. See, now it's pretty much just worrying about completing the event. Because my cargo bay is going to be full. Well, I've got my second cube up there pretty good. It's not up there yet, but I'm getting close to being able to take it to tier 15 to match this one. There's 69. And there's another one. I still might get points on destroying them. I just won't get any in the cargo bay version of it. I think that's it. Should tell me here, give me an update here in a second when one of these hit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm halfway there now. Let's see if we can find any other big ships. Here's a 69. Yeah, the 67s just give me one. I think give me 5 points. The bigger points are the 69s. Get the 68. See, the only one I can do on this one with what I'm doing rep wise right now is I can't do any. I couldn't do this if it was fed or raw. It would hurt me too bad, reputation wise, to do an event like this with that. Zap this one. Like I said, if you enjoy the music, let me know. Right now it's just trying to finish the event. I'm going to start doing some more instructional videos. I just hadn't really felt up to it. I don't know if you know, if some of you know or not, to follow me on my other stuff, is I've been having some health issues, some heart issues, and one of the things I'm battling is fatigue. It really started after the first time I got COVID, and at that time I thought it was just part of some of those long haul symptoms that you were hearing that was involved, but I come to find out that the heart issue that I have, arterial AFib, has that as a side effect as well, which I didn't know. That was something that the doctors should have told me, but they didn't. And so I've been dealing with that I thought, man, this COVID or whatever, I wish I could get over it and stuff, and was thinking all about it. Then I heard that commercial that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar talking about him being so tired that when he walked through airports, he had to sit down a couple of times before he got to his gate. And it sounded pretty familiar. And so I looked into it. I did a bunch of medical testing and this and that. They did a lot of blood work. For the most part, really good news on all that front, but nothing to really peg down some of the medical issues that I've been having, so on that front, not so good. So I've had to make some lifestyle adjustments, and one of the things is I had to change from the night shift to the day shift, because that was one suggestion at least 3 of the doctors that I saw all said. So even though it's not something I really wanted to do, because I liked working the night shift, but it's something I just had to do to see if it makes me feel better, which I'm hoping to do. One thing I'm hoping to do is get back to fishing. And the channel that I used to do on YouTube before the Star Trek stuff, I did a fishing channel. And one of the things I'm probably going to do is revitalize that. If I start feeling better and think I can put up content. That was the thing about it, is I stopped doing content because I wasn't feeling well. And because, I mean, really, that's really why I started playing, because what happened is I got I'm taking a certain medication, and the medication I was taking, the pharmacy that I used started using a different vendor. And when they did, uh, the medicine became less effective, and they were thinking that I was growing a tolerance to medicine, but it ended up being the medicine that I was getting from the pharmacy. So I had to so I have to keep that one. So if I see it, they try to give me that one. I can tell them no to give me the other vendor, or I'll just go to a different pharmacy and get it fulfilled. I had to do that, actually. They're like, oh no, this is the one we always had, and I said, no, it's not. Here's the one that you did. See the difference in them, and they're different sizes actually, which is threw a red flag at the beginning. And I asked the pharmacist about it, and they all know that's how I knew it was a different vendor. It was from that, but I had to deal with that. And that really stopped me fishing regularly because, I was having different issues, not the ones I'm having now. The one I was having before was all dizziness. And being on a boat, being dizzy on a boat is not a good thing, I can tell you. Because I had an attack on the boat once, and trying to find the one I popped. Dang it. Where'd it go? No, I can't find it. It must have disappeared. I'm not sure that this one wasn't it. I just missed it. Yeah, there it is. There we go. I got two going. You got to be getting close to it, I hope. Okay, here's some 69 over here. Remember, this is one we got. I think that one too. Let's see. Nope, we got one more floating around there though. Yeah, that one, but those two. Let's see what this score is when we get done with this. Okay, I still got a good ways to go. Man, this is a long. Okay, let's get these two battleships. See, I think I only get 5 points, yeah, for those. That's why I'm trying to focus up on the higher ones so I can get more points, but this looks like slim pickings right now. I need some higher ones to spawn. Probably this one, let's see. Yeah. Let's get him. I'm trying to avoid not hitting the explorers, only focusing on anything 67. I'm not going to hit the explorer because I might need them for the beam. Yeah, I got nothing but explorers around me here. Let's go over here. There's a 60, not 8 too. But yeah, I've got some really opinion for how I thought the year went. I thought it, just for a preview, I thought it was a real mixed bag. I'm going to probably give it a very low grade because I thought most of the arcs were trash. Like I said, I'm not really focusing on the beam. I'm trying to get as many of these. I need to get a bunch of these 67s out just so it'll spawn some higher ones. That's what all I got is a bunch of 67s, so I'm just going to ignore the beam for a few minutes and pop as many of these 67s as I can. Now, one thing you could have done, I could have like popped a reputation thing and boosted either my Fed or Romulan or both, but all right, there's a 68 up there. Let's go get him. I want some 69s is what I want. I don't see any in here at all. There's one. Let's find a 67. Let's go get this bad boy. Pop him. There's another 69 down there. There's a 68 right next to him. I want to get that one, and I'm going to go get the 69. I mean, it's not going to take. I mean, it looks like a big score, but you can see if you can punch up a little bit, you can get through it a little bit faster. Let's see if this is Storm. Yeah. As soon as that one pops it and I get a full thing, I'll pop it. Get the 68. Yeah, I'm closing in. Now that's what I could have done. Is went ahead and go over here, but I'm not in my station. I can't use it now, but I could go over here and pop one of these reputations for Federation or Romulan, and you got some extra points for me in the game. But I thought I was going to be able to go up and get a few more of these higher ones and get done with this quick, and then have it for when I was just focusing on rep. But this would have been a good thing to do it on. In hindsight, if I had a do-over, I would do that again. But I'm almost done now, so it'd be ridiculous for me to go back to my station and pop that. I've got to go back to my station here in a minute because I'm getting low on hull damage. Let's see, let's go ahead and pop this bad boy. We got two 69s over here. That's not it. Where's it? There he is. The bear. I pulled the wrong one. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how much hull damage we got. Oh, we got enough to do one more charge. All right. We can do one more charge and then we'll go back to our station. And we only got 500 more to get done. I may make another sweep up top. See if I can get some more. Get one more of these. Here's another 68. That should get me over the top, and I think this is the one I popped earlier. Yeah. All right. Oh, we got one. We might be able to do one more charge. Help us. There's another 69 down there. Okay, let's get that bad boy. Okay, another 69. There's another 68. I think this is the one we got charged. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's got a slight cooldown between. I hit that one too fast. Let's wait for a cooldown. If we were on the hazard, I couldn't do that. I'd probably have to fly back. Low as my. Okay, let's fly her back. I don't know. I'm torn whether I should come right back here again or go up in the hazard and get the bigger ones and get through with it. Let's see where we're at. I need 400. So even if I do that, yeah, it won't. I don't think I can get done with it with one pass yet. I mean, it's not a great event, but it helps me charge up my cube. Let's see if there's any that I want to do in here. Dang it. Give me epic. I'm gonna throw somebody on here and pull it out of minor. I'm gonna pull my Rotarian out there. I'm gonna switch ships. I think I only got one more spot lower deck for this Selkie. So let's go back. You know what, I don't want to get a fresh, let's go to that one. Because I'm not going to be up there that long. I'm only up here for this, and then we're going to move back down. Probably have to move back down for whatever's next. So what I'm working on is my Fed rep right now. I've got my, as some of you seen, on my YouTube channel, I've already maxed out my it's still on that one. I'm working on my Fed rep right now. That'll get me up to the Ops 68 level where if I wanted to at that point, I could start getting blueprints for the 68 mining ship, the faction ship for the 60s. I haven't decided one way or the other yet. Part of me wants to wait until I get that one finished out and start getting my Enterprise E prints. Now I've already started. You can see I've got my reputation maxed at 500 billion for my Klingon, and I've been collecting my Kechna blueprints. Let's see. So I've been pulling those as often as possible, but I've got so that's been the most important thing. One thing I do want to have when I get to when I get to 70 is to have the prints for the Kechna and for my Enterprise E. Because those are the two ships I'm going to do. I'm not going to get the Romulan. When I get my Romulan up to the 68 level, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to go ahead and get that 68 mining ship to go with it. Now, I think eventually I'll probably will get it just because of the warp range that these 68 ships are going to have compared to your Selkie. And but seeing how hard it is to get those, how expensive the prints are, and then you can see I've already got 1 million faction credits for Federation since I got my Titan. I haven't really spent any on much since then, so I've already got 1 million. And not so much on my Romulan because I did buy, sit there and use my prints to do one of the lower ships for one of the events on the weekend to have something to score on. That's getting to the point where I am at on my station. There's a lot of stuff upgrades on my station that doesn't have anything but commons, and that hurts you on the weekend events for the officers, the leaderboard events, because you don't, like I'll show you right now. See, the next upgrade I'm going to do is going to be to here, but you notice common, no uncommon or rare. So this does me no good during the spin events or leaderboard events during the weekend. So, so it doesn't really matter when I do those. So I'm probably going to do this today. Then it'll leave me. See, I only need that left before I can look to see what it's going to cost to go to 68, which I don't know that I'm going to do yet. I mean, you can see I'm running out of stuff to upgrade. And the stuff that, like, I don't care what level this is because I don't scrap anymore. And this is a dead mechanic. The one thing I would like to upgrade, but I don't have enough of the materials yet, is this. As soon as I do get it, it will get upgraded to 66. And you can see even my gimmick buildings, I've got the Q building up to 67. This one I could go to 65 anytime I want to, but I don't see the purpose of it. I think I did that went up on this, made 2 upgrades on this during one of the building events. And that's probably what I'll save those for, because they don't have anything to do with upgrading your ops level. And I got basically one left to upgrade. That's really the only thing that's going to give me any real points. This one will, but why? This one, I had to make this to 66 to go to 67. It made me do that. I think it made me do that so I could. Might have been 66. 66. It made me upgrade this before I could upgrade the academy. So that's why that's there. Otherwise, it would be like at 60 because, like I said, this is all dead to me. I've got one running right now from that stupid event we had this weekend where they made us do shuttlecraft stuff, or Shuttle Bay. You can see this is pretty much dead to me. None of this stuff in here does me any good. So why? I mean, these faction credits I might come back and do later. I haven't looked at it this morning to see when it upgraded, but sometimes I'll come and do the ones that the faction credits are good. Let's see. 100. No, that one's not too bad. Let's look at officers with traits, and I can use junk officers. Okay, Hura. Got anybody else that has it? I'm not going to use Odo. Yeah, it looks like here we go. This guy's got a different trait. That's what you want to look at and get as many of the traits as you can inside, but I'm not going to use Odo for that. Or let's look and see if anybody up closer has. Okay, Fez has a different one. Okay. We'll get that done. See, I don't really, there are sometimes weeks where I don't even do these. Okay. Use Empress. See if there's any. Okay. Like I said, there are times where there are weeks where I don't even do one of them because it's a dead mechanic, and I'll show you why it's a dead mechanic to me as I let's go to. The only reason to do those, for me at least, was for the research that the way team gave me. You can see, and I'm completely done with them. There's nothing left in here for me to do. This is, if any people from Scopely are in the development teams, this needs an update. We need. There's really no 5-star missions in here. We need 5-star and 6-star missions in this thing to make this a undead mechanic. Right now it's a dead mechanic for me. Maybe for you guys that are like in your 30s or 40s, you can still get stuff in here, and there's some decent research in here. But for me, I've got them all done. So it's a waste for me to have to continue upgrading this building. It should have. When I went to 50, I should have got 5-star missions, and when I got it to 60, it should be giving me 6-star missions in the away team. But it didn't do that. It stopped really at 4 stars, so there was really no reason to take this up into past 50. This should have been like this one here, like my Armada building is done at 50. That one should have been done at 52. If they weren't going to expand it. For right now, that's just wasting materials for this building. So I don't think, what does it give you? I'll go all the way to the end and see if you think that it's worth. See, most of them, there's a little bit of weapons boost on these. But most of them are for the stuff for the loot in the build to upgrade the missions. And you already, anybody where you're at right there should be done with them. You should be done with them, way back here, or I was at least. Where this is where the building should have stopped right there, even though you said, well, you can get all these extra weapon damage, but the way they water down all these bonuses, I bet it's nothing. I bet you don't even see the difference between 66 and 67. I bet there's no difference as far as with all the other primes and everything in the game. You wouldn't see the difference. But I was upset because I only took this up to 60 because that was the last time that it made me do the building. When I got up to 66 and it made me take this up to 66 before I could do my academy build, I was upset. Why are they making me do this for this dead building? Because it's dead to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish this. We'll finish up the thing. I could have used the smart speed ups, and just in case I didn't see I was shielded down. But I got a pretty strong base. Most of the people on the server know that. I had a 70 during incursions, tried to take a shot at it, and he put 5 minutes damage on one of my ships. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would take you a while, and I would have to be offline for a long while for you to get enough resources to repay for the repair bills that you would have to get you in. I mean, there's no base that's uncrackable, but it will definitely cost you. And if you think the cost is worth it, then go ahead. But well, there are people who maybe have a bunch of ships out, or they got a bunch of weak ships in dock. Then it might make it a little bit easier. But I had all but one ship in. And he put, like I said, he barely put a scratch on I think it was my cause that had 5 minutes damage on it. But like, when I get done with this video later in the day, I'm going to come back on here and do another stream, and I'm going to talk about the year in review. I want to finish up the events and the rest of these alliance deal. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for a little bit after I complete this one. But I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about the year in review, because we basically had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcs, and I'm going to talk about the content that was introduced in all those as much as I can remember. But I'm going to try to dissect it a little bit, and I'm going to tell you what I thought about each of the arcs. I was going to do that after each arc, give you my initial thoughts, and then my final thoughts. I was going to do a 2-parter because I think that's the way you should. Because sometimes in the beginning you say, "Oh man, this arc looks like trash," and then in the end, you go, "Okay, this had some value in the game." So you got to kind of look before and after. And but I decided, hey, I saw kind of how this thing was going this year. I didn't want every video that I put up to be negative. So I decided not to do that. Because I don't want to be a video where you hear me griping all the time. That's not a fun person to watch. But unfortunately, they gave you a lot to gripe about this year, about the stability, the actual game. I mean, don't be confused. I mean, I really love this game, or I wouldn't play it. But I wish that it was in hands of better people that knew what. Because I think that's the biggest issue, that the people that are running these arcs and developing the game are not fans of Star Trek. And from what I saw from the roadmap, that both of those guys that were on the roadmap were clueless of what's going on in their real game. Because one of the arcs that they claimed was well received was anything but that. So that's why this year I'm going to do what I did the past arc. And if I think it's garbage and it's something that I don't think is going to impact my game that much, I'm going to skip it. And not reward them, because that's what happened is even though none of us liked the fact that that arc was put into the game, we still spent. And that gives them the wrong message altogether. It's because people bought the ship, engaged with the arc, that we actually liked the content. And that's not good. It really isn't. But it's no one's fault but the people that are playing the game, including myself. I'm not going to put myself off the hook, because I did spend during those arcs, which in the future I'm not going to do anymore. I think the content's garbage. I'll just play my own game, I'll just play my own game. And I think I'm going to do more of that in 2025. Is going to be a year that I'm going to play my own game in here. And if I like the events going on, then hey, I'm going to engage with it. If I don't, then I'm just going to let it sit on the table and say more power to you. I lost the ship. Where'd it go? Let's see if this is it. Nope, I lost it. Dang it. I'll probably find it again. Just hit one of these. Okay, right now it's just trying to finish the stupid thing. Man, this was harder than I thought it was going to be. I got 269s up here. It's going to help me score. I spent more time than I wanted to on this. Let's see. Yeah. What's this one? Yep. But at least there's some higher ships in here now. Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, it's just trying to find these higher ships is the key. A couple of good ones. Yeah, I've got less than 200 more points to score. And I'm done. Oh yeah. I'm going to finish this faster than I thought I was going to. Coming back up here, they spawned out some really good ships up here for me to pop. Seems like the battleships give you the most points when you charge these cubes. Okay, let's see. I gotta find one. I think it's this one. Yeah. Pop it. Let's go up here and get this one here. Got a bunch of 68s up here, 69. Now let's get the 68 first. Yeah, it's not tracking. I hate when it does that. Yeah, I'm hoping that they get this arenas fixed. The last time, I set out the last 2 times, not because, well, these guys are setting out because they don't like the matchups, but hey, to me it was a free mechanic. If I lost, a big deal. But the last 2 times I played, I couldn't even, my ships were frozen. I couldn't acquire any targets because I guess they really weren't where they were showing that they were on the screen. Now, like I said, I actually lost a level and a half almost because I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't track and acquire my ships. My ships was stuck a bunch of times, so, I would ask, hey, how's it doing, and then people would tell me, yeah, it's about the same. So I wouldn't do it just because I didn't want to waste my time and lose ranking because I couldn't play the game. Which was making me mad because I'm like, man, I really need this thing. Because there was a couple of little research, and I also want to get Mirror Hora that I want. Otherwise, I wouldn't care about it. Because to me, it was fun when it worked. Even when I lost, it helped me. It helped me incursions the next time around because I knew how to take out some of these guys' speed crews and what was coming, making it. You learned a lot when you were fighting these higher ones that you could, so to me, it was just, it sucked. I'm almost there now. just saw it was like 1,500 something in points, so I'm almost to the point where I can redeem it. And I'm wondering if it's going to be like it was last time, where it would show like show that you got all the points and then shade it out. Where you'd have to restart the game to get it to. Okay, I think I might have got it on that last one, because I didn't see the thing pop up. Let's see if it pops up. Yeah, I think I got it now. Let's go to the... Okay, it's working fine. Good. Let's see what this one is. It requires 6,000 uncommon. I'm wondering if I can get that many. Let's see. Let's go to my refinery. Let's go down to Enterprise. Okay. Maybe. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go through there before I screw myself there. Let's see. So I got this. So I'm gonna get uncommon there. Let's see what the. So I got 3 shots. Let's see what the uncommons give out. 300. Oof, I don't think, probably not. Unless I get lucky and get one of those. I'm not going to try that one. I've got... Okay, let's see what's in. I was saving that. I could do that. I could have done that last night. You know what? Yeah, let's do something else before we do that and come back. We'll try that. I'm going to not be locked into, because if I can't get it, I'm locked to it the rest of the day. That's going to have to be a last one. Let's go and re-roll, because I want to do the one with the para. Let's find some of these. Start re-rolling these. We do a bunch of re-rolls. Looks like it didn't work the last 2 times. Let's go back. Let's go. Yeah, it looks like the re-rolls are not working. Multiphasics. Okay, it looks like it did just then. Just a real bad lag. Yeah, I could do that one, but I'm going to wait and see if I can get... I'm looking for the one, the Para Steel one. Is one I'm looking for. Let's go off. I notice that helps it refresh sometimes. Come on, refresh. Yeah, somebody else is re-rolling too right now. Okay, that will help if he was both re-rolling. Maybe that's why it was. He's re-rolling while re-rolling. There is one for Para, and that's what I'm looking for. Come on, pop them up. Yeah. I don't think anybody's going to do that. Yeah, the problem was with me, I have to hit 200 of those because I can't do those. Trying to find ones I don't think people would do. I already have one up. I'm looking for the para. Somebody could easily spin that. In fact, I think I want to do that one. I feel like I had that many. I can spin. I should have looked. I'll buy something like something small if I don't. I think I got 7. No, I got 1,300. Damn it. Alright. Let's find something small. I don't want to spend much money. There's probably nothing here. None of this helps me at all. How about Miss Q? Yeah, I really don't want to spend $100. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, that puts me over the top. It will help me on everything, so I'll get this. I have the multi-phase credit to spend. I could have swore I had that many. I do now. Now we go to our Lawrence tournament. Collect that bad boy. Let's do some re-rolls. I won't screw that up. we go. There's some one. I'm looking for para. Yeah. There was one on here that had spin para still. I'm trying to find, that's the one I'm looking for. That's good if you got those. You can see. That's a good one for one of the smaller players. It's hard to. Those 750s are easy to get rid of. Come on. Dang. That's a huge number there. You know, forget it. Let's do this one. I know I can do that one. The refinery. Enterprise. Go ahead and get this. This. I've almost got my PQ up to Pier 4, so that's cool. Pull that. Okay, this is what I do with this. I always go risky first. And if I hit snake eyes, which I did there, I'll try one more time. Because usually it won't. See, I'm not getting the common those that I need. Okay, yeah, I got all the ones, the commons I need, or rare. I guess it's rare. I gotta go for. Let's see. Let's go into it. Make sure. I think it was rares. Yeah, I got more than that. And let's see. Let's go into the X board faction now. Got that one. I gotta wait for the other ones. But I'm glad that's why I waited. That if I was gonna do that, to do the last one. Oh, I don't know. This one uses it too, so that'll get me my. Yeah. But the ones I normally get that uses rare are let's see, where's the officer exchange? Yeah, these all use uncommon. I got it. So I'm done with that. I'm done with the Alliance tournament. Let's see if we got anything to spin in the store. No, not really. Yeah, I've been getting the Omega particle for one of those researches on. Then after that, I'm going to go doing that. I've been doing the prime. At first, before they added all those. That was one of the cool things that they did with this is you can go in here and find, but you've got to go in there and research which one these actually go to. You know, go find what those go to. I think these go to like, that's what I'm probably going to be working on next. Let's see. Find it. That's not it. Usually it shows. So I wish this particle was in there, but it's not right now. Maybe it's in the. This is the one I'm working on right now. Is that one? But the one I'm going to do next, or I'm trying to find it. It might be in the galaxy tree. Yeah, it might be. But there's one that's... Oh, here it is. It's before that one. The ones like these. This is what that particle I was looking at there. I'll probably start knocking those off next, because there's one for each of the ships, I think. Here's the Explorer, and here's the Battleship. So I'm going to work on that research next. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to come back on here in a few minutes and we'll start talking about the ARC, or the year in review for 2024.